always, I am joined by the CEO of Tencent Games, my boy, Ed Phillips. What up, my boy? I heard you got a big purchase on your hand coming up for 10 cents.
Oh yeah, gotta buy my next favorite company, Ubisoft.
Uh-oh. I feel like your name, it's funny how that their name and like their stock price is the same.
Yep. I see you. Did you get rid of that dirty ass chair?
Yeah, I cleaned it.
Oh,
I
you
steam
cleaned it.
cleaned it.
Oh, you did. All right,
My wife
good.
tried to throw it away and I told her,
Yeah,
no.
you get too many memories.
No, it's just broken in. You know when you have a chair that's like just broken in? Like it's you can't really explain it, but it
Yeah.
just fits right. That's what
Okay.
that chair is.
All right.
It just squeaks too much. That's why I don't sit in it.
Okay. Let's start.
All right.
All right, Grant. Just like we were saying earlier, Tencent Games and Ubisoft are taking a look at a buyout. Just a look. It's not official yet, but Tencent.
Do they really want to look under the hood though? Do they really want to look too deep?
Yeah. Now, Tencent is known for, arcade mobile games. Now, that arcade, whatever it was that we saw on the PlayStation State of Play, that looked legit.
Yeah, they
All
did.
right, but they're really known for mobile games, League of Legends, all that stuff, right? But they're trying to buy Ubisoft. Now, Ubisoft, this is my concern with this, is because Ubisoft is a publisher of The Division 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like both of those games. Like, I'm not a long-term player, but I play it for a few months, and then move on to.
That's Rainbow Six. Is that what that is?
Yeah, but it's online Division,
Gotcha.
kind of like an RPG third-person shooter type game.
Tom Clancy, but he ain't gonna get that check no more.
But it's like set in like a, I guess you can say, America has pretty much cities have fallen to games.
Like Red Dawn,
yeah, kind of. But there was a state of collapse. That's what you're playing Division in. But those are like Americana games. You know what I mean? They're based in America. Mm-hmm. And then you have other games that Ubisoft. I mean, you have the old Assassin's Creed that based on the Revolutionary War and stuff like that. And the one Black Flag. It's not really America, but it's based in the Caribbean. And games like that I'm concerned with the Chinese studio or Chinese company coming in and purchasing Ubisoft. Me personally, I would rather, if Ubisoft's going to get bought out, I'd rather see it go to Sony or Microsoft.
Do you really want it to go to Microsoft though?
Probably not. Not now. After everything that's been kind of,
because here's the thing is if Microsoft buys it, might as well give it to Sony too because they'll get the games too. Yeah,
pretty much it. Microsoft owns it. It's still going to be available on the platform, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who buys it, but I'd rather one of those companies buy it. A Japanese studio or Japanese company, American company, kind of comes in and swoops it up.
It'd be funny.
Publishers of two. I don't want a Chinese influence, like especially because all their companies. They kind of have to run through the CCP and everything like that. That's, Chinese owned. I kind of don't want that.
You know who needs to buy it?
Because it's going to mess up the... Go ahead.
Wukong.
Game size?
Yep. That would be poetic justice.
But no, they can't, dude. They don't have the money to.
Shit, they just made like $600 million.
It doesn't matter, dude. They only have 2 games. They have the other game that no one heard about and Wukong. If you want, and that's another thing with Tencent. I just had this conversation. I saw someone posted on X, and like they don't even have the library Ubisoft currently has. So why do you want a developer like Tencent to come in and buy Ubisoft when it's just going to continue to produce probably more garbage? Honestly,
it is true.
Even though Ubisoft's kind of on their last leg here. You don't want a studio that's going to produce more garbage, and especially a studio that revolves way too much around mobile gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
But
that'd be like if Clash of Clans, whatever that was, bought it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Supercell.
But yeah, so I don't know, dude. I don't know if this is going to be a good move or not. But to me personally, I have a feeling this is a bad move if they do acquire Ubisoft. I mean, honestly, anything would probably be good for Ubisoft with the trash they've been putting out and all the news they've been involved in. I just don't see, but I just don't see this as a good decision for gamers. That is
Well, maybe there's a certain amount that they want, and nobody else is willing to pay it.
sure.
I mean, it's not worth. I guarantee it's not worth. Here's the thing: it's not worth what they're asking for. I guarantee you. But
Yeah,
there's probably this company's probably willing to pay it, or at least look at it. You know what I mean?
yeah, because they're kind of. I mean, again, Ubisoft right now they're backed in a corner. They're
Yeah,
looking for someone to come save them. But also, what's going to come with this that most likely is going to happen is a huge layoff of employees. Right?
that's going
Ubisoft's
to
probably going
happen.
to clean house. So
Yeah.
that's a good factor, maybe, because maybe they are too bloated, especially with the not even finished games they've come out with recently, like Star Wars Outlaw. It wasn't a finished product. You can say what you want about the game, but it wasn't finished.
Yeah, they've been rushing it, trying to save the company, trying
Yeah,
to
and
get
then
the
the
stock
delay
up.
of Assassin's Creed Shadows, another huge hit to them.
Yeah, huge hit actually.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, maybe it'll produce a better game. They're waiting to ensure that everything's solid on the game, but it's still not looking good. All right. Oh, Grant.
Hmm.
So after everything Ubisoft, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you think we don't have any negative news for them? I mean, this is kind of negative in a
Surely
way.
not. Surely them getting a buyout, considering getting a buyout's good news for them, right?
Yeah, kind of. Well, guess what, Grant?
Uh oh.
People that can't separate their damn politics.
Here
Here
we
we
go.
go. You got your activists. They cannot. They just can't stop, Grant. They
What the fuck
have
is a
to.
monetization director?
I know. All right. So this guy goes in with his political activism, you know, on social media, just calling all gamers racist and all that stuff. I mean, this is only not the only person. We've already had prior podcasts showing the other people saying the same thing.
Yes,
They're playing
indeed.
back into the victim mentality. They're
Mhm.
not taking responsibility, and this is another victim play, right? They're not taking responsibility for their stupid decisions, and this is bad. Like if I'm a Ubisoft CEO or something on the board of directors, I'm telling this guy to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that the CEO is just. I don't even think.
Are they activists too? I mean, I guess
I don't
so.
know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
but yeah, it's woe is me, not our responsibility. All of our decisions, it's not our fault. It's the gamer's fault. It's everyone else's fault for all this. It's not. It's just not good. It's just not a good idea to do this stuff, man. And honestly, if I'm ahead of this company, I'm telling everyone, if I see any political activism or you're calling gamers out or anything like that, you are immediately removed from the company
Well, let's do this.
because we
Let's see
are
what he says.
already in a shithole right now.
Oh yeah.
Ubisoft themselves, they're already in a shithole.
So we're going to read this, and we're going to, because everybody, especially for the audio people, and then we'll discuss each talking point. He says, "Now I'm not going to do it in his voice because I'm sure he talks like this." But anyway, we're not going to do that. That hurts my voice. I'd have to lower my
That's the way you talk when
testosterone.
you were, that's the way you talk when you were younger.
I know. I'd have to lower my testosterone to do his voice.
Okay,
So let me.
play some video games.
Hey, you want to play some video games? That was me eating the sandwich. Anyway, um,
Go ahead.
he goes, I rarely post on social media, but today I'm sad. Oh, ashamed and sad. Oh, imagine that. The gaming industry is rough at the moment. Well, you made it that way. We all know it. But seeing how gamers, he put gamers in quotes now because he's being a smartass, react on social media, wishing ill fate to companies and people alike is sad. And not only toward Ubisoft. Okay. I haven't seen it toward many companies, only to a certain amount, certain companies that have been doing this. So he continues to say, even though it's always the vocal minority that express themselves in social media. Well, first of all, y'all are the vocal minority. Gamers like us are the majority. First of all, I wish people would get that through their head. Y'all are the minority here. Y'all don't run the. Y'all do not. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all do not run the gaming industry. Period. Y'all
That's
were the
true.
minority. That y'all were the minority. So understand that. First of all, and he goes, I was hurt and ashamed to be a part of this community. Okay. What is even more revolting is coming on LinkedIn and seeing the same comments from people within the industry. You mean people with differing opinions?
It's all it is, dude.
Okay.
That's all it goes down to is differing opinions.
So what. Look, first of all, LinkedIn is. I have a LinkedIn. It is filled with people like him So if you have people who are saying the opposite of you, then you know that it's bad. You know it. Let's see. So he says, on top of exposing yourself as clearly not a non-decent human being, okay, that's your opinion, because they have a different opinion. You are affecting thousands of employees that are already impacted by all the hate, despite doing their best to deliver incredible experiences. You
All
want to
right.
pick that
So
apart?
let's. I'm going to take the next thing apart. All right.
Okay.
So the last thing, let's just cover this and move on. How can you wish a company to fail simply because they do not cater to you, or that product does not please you? Is beyond me. All right. First off, you're supposed to be making games marketing to gamers.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be catering to gamers. You're not supposed to be catering to a 1% crowd. Or actually,
Correct.
let's be real, a way less than 1% crowd.
Correct. One
Supposed to
way
be
less.
you're supposed to be catering to your buyers, which you're not doing. Ubisoft has failed miserably time and time again. Not only all this game delays for Assassin's Creed Shadows, for their stupid decisions when it came to when what's about to happen is them getting bought out by a Chinese company,
Mm-hmm.
and all the other decisions they've made, all the political activism statements they've allowed to run rampant on social media when these people are representing a company. Well, first off, we can already know the CEO of Ubisoft and whoever runs Ubisoft, the board, they have no control over anything.
Zero.
So they need to kind of rethink themselves, reevaluate their business practices like hard time, and start removing people that don't belong there, and also maybe have a change of leadership. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, your stock prices are plummeting. They went up after this news of them getting bought out because people were like, okay, maybe a new change at Ubisoft. So people
Correct.
bought into their stock. It went up by like 30%, one of the biggest gains ever after this news,
Yeah.
or after the Tencent news. So my thing is, shut the fuck up.
Correct. Just shut up and make games. It's that simple.
Oh, you are an employee at a company, and what I'm getting at is Ubisoft has no control over anything.
None.
Like there's no one in charge. Things are just going rampant. They're delaying games. They're making dumb decisions. I don't know what else to say, dude.
I feel like the CEO. You remember the Dark Knight Rises? How like Bruce Wayne was just holed up in his room. Like I feel like that's what the CEO is doing. Hold on, go back to that picture because the last sentence is delicious. What he says. that last statement right here. Let's pull it back up.
It's up there.
He says, "We are all on the same boat." No, we are not all on the same boat.
We are not.
We're on a boat. You're on a raft. You know, please, please, please stop spreading the hate. Y'all are the one attacking us because we don't agree with y'all. That's it.
They're on that raft you saw in what's that movie with Tom Hanks?
With
and
Wilson.
He has that ball. Yeah, what is that movie called? It's out and stranded on an island as a FedEx employee.
God, fucking drift
that raft he built. That's what Ubisoft is on right now.
What is it called? That people are probably screaming at us.
Yeah.
I know what it's called.
Well,
go on
YouTube and chat it up, guys.
No, fuck, I know.
Someone's got to remember.
And here he goes. Here he goes. We should all uplift each other instead of bringing each other down. Well, how about you do this? How about you do that? How about it starts with you?
They cannot, because they are tied to their ideology right now,
right,
and their political outlook on everything. That is their cult religion that they cannot break from.
Correct.
They cannot accept responsibility. They cannot do any of that, because then it proves them wrong, and it proves their stupid ideological pushes that they do on a day-to-day basis. They'll prove them wrong.
Cook. There it is.
You know, I mean, that's the fact.
That's right. You're right. You're exactly right.
All right, let's get on, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Ubisoft, dude.
It makes you mad. I see it stirring.
Well, I mean, they're on the news all the time because
I've seen that look in your eyes. Relax. Calm down.